Hello everybody, welcome to another episode of Unknown People. Today we have Jackie Witt in the studio. She brought her items. She's going to explain those to you guys. We're going to shoot some photos with those items. We thank you guys for tuning in, and let's get started. Welcome everybody to the Unknown People series. We have Jackie today with us. Jackie, thanks for coming by.
Welcome.
Thanks for coming by. So you have your items here. We
Yes.
can see frame. We got a little bag of some stuff. And then it looks like we have a stethoscope here. So whatever you want to start with, just walk us and the viewers kind of through what your items are.
Okay, I guess I will start with my stethoscope.
Cool.
This is my stethoscope from nursing school. I just graduated last year. It's almost been a year since I started working.
Last May,
so, as I'm now a registered nurse. I went to UMHB, did my 4 years there. I don't know.
So where do you work right now?
I work at Baylor Scott and White in Temple. My original goal was to work in the NICU there. It's still my goal to get there.
What is the NICU?
Neonatal ICU. So ICU for like little preemie babies,
Aww.
tiny babies.
So that's the goal?
Yes.
Right on.
Or labor and delivery, but more so NICU.
Okay, right on.
Something with babies, but I realized in nursing school I don't like pediatrics because that's from like 3-week-old babies that are somewhat healthy that don't have to be in the NICU up to like 18 years old.
Right on.
So like I don't want to do that. I want to stay with babies.
With real babies.
Yeah.
Little babies.
Tiny babies.
Right on.
But currently I work in on a regular med-surg adult floor, which is honestly the floor I did not want to start on because we did med-surg clinicals in nursing school and I knew right away I didn't want to do that. And that's where I started off. But no, really, it's really a great floor. Like if I had to end up on any med-surg floor, I'm glad I ended up on the one that I am on now because really like everyone's amazing. And I've learned a lot and I've got to apply a lot of the things that I learned in nursing school that I wasn't able to do in my clinicals. And I won't say mastered it, but I've gotten way more comfortable with doing a lot of the patient care that I didn't think I would be comfortable with. So now I can kind of tone down and work with little babies, knowing the knowledge that I have now, communication with doctors, communication with family, learning how to be encouraging, like what's safe, what's not safe, and take that into like really any other field because I'm starting so basic now.
That's crazy. So everyone out there, I knew Jackie through college. We were on a ministry team or a leadership team together with the Vista. And I remember you studying a bunch. I remember always asking, hey, how you doing? And you're like, I'm studying all the time.
Yes.
So now that you're a nurse, if there's like a story that you would tell people that made it kind of worth it, or maybe a story that's kind of like interesting or crazy, is there a certain one that kind of pops in your mind? Or it could be something recent. It could have been like when you first started.
I would say it actually was something kind of recent. It's something that my patient told me, and I've never actually ever thought about this before, but my patient, I just had him like a week ago actually, and he said he's never been in the hospital before. He's always been someone to take care of himself, and he's in the hospital for a lot of issues, and he's noticed, he's a writer for the newspaper, and like he sells articles and whatnot. So he was like, I've noticed all of the nurses here have been so great to me, and I never thought like being at the hospital I'd have this kind of experience. And I was his nurse that day, and he's like, you just fit right in with everyone else that's taking care of me. And he was like, I guarantee you'll be reading about yourself in the paper one day. Because he was like, I'm going to write about my experience here. And anyways, the quote that stuck out to me that he said was, y'all risk so much, and pretty much every time you come to work, you could save a life or kill someone.
Oh.
And I was like,
that's heavy.
Because really, I could overdose someone on a medication or give 2 meds that don't, like, are contraindicating each other at the same time, or someone could code and I have to do CPR and they can come back, which actually happened like the day before I had him. So
that's crazy.
I was like, oh my gosh, you're right.
Dang.
Yeah, and I've never thought about that in nursing school. I didn't think I was gonna save a life or kill someone, I just thought I was going to be taking care of people.
And serving them, right?
Yeah, like that's it.
Wow.
I mean, obviously there's more to it, but
that's crazy.
It puts it in a whole new perspective.
Well, shoot, I know that I value your service. I know throughout COVID and everything. That's crazy. I'm sure everybody watching this too. So thank you for that.
Yeah.
That's wild. You kind of are there, and you've only been like a year in, right?
Yep, like 9 months now.
So yeah.
9 to 10 months.
Keep it rolling. That's awesome. I'm
know,
proud of you.
Thanks.
That's so cool. So yeah, let's get to your second item.
Okay.
Items are kind of a part of your life now that is on this table. What do you want to share next?
Let's see. I will share this stuff.
Okay. What is this stuff?
This stuff is lash extension materials, I guess.
Yeah, like tools?
Supplies.
I know. Let's show them off.
Yes. So I guess I can start with this. There's a couple things, but there's a lot that goes into lash extensions. I started this pretty much right when I graduated because I had to take over my student loans. And I wanted a side job in nursing. If anyone knows anything about nursing, you work 12-hour shifts, so you only work 3 days a week.
That's crazy.
And I'm a very, very busy person. I don't like to just sit around. So now that I graduated, all I'm doing is working. That's like my only hobby other than if I pick something else up. So I picked this up, got certified online in the middle of COVID, and started my own little business from home outside of nursing school.
And is that business like rolling?
Yeah, it's popping.
It's popping.
So it is.
So you just did you do that before, like you got certified? Did you ever just how did you kind of get into it?
I've been getting my lashes done like through college on and off. And I just talked to the lady that was doing mine at the time, like a year ago. And I was like, you make pretty good money doing this, right? And she was like, yeah. Like she has her cosmetology degree and does like hair and lashes. But obviously I don't have that degree. But she was like, you can get certified. And she was like, I make a lot of my money just doing lash extension.
What?
And she's like, I make my own like times. I just schedule people when I want. Like if I want to go out of town, I don't schedule people. If I want to get them in at 6 in the morning or 10 at night, like if I want to do it, she was like, I can. And if they want to come, then I make money doing it. Like
that's nice.
And I was like, well, that's awesome. I could do that outside of nursing. So anyways, I picked this up as soon as I graduated. When I was studying for my NCLEX, I would like practice doing this stuff, and I had to take a little test online, and then I was certified. And like, it probably took me a couple months because I was doing it. It was like self-paced online. But so this is like a little magnifying glasses thing that I wear.
Right on.
Yeah.
Yeah,
so I have to see very up close when I'm working, so you can strain your eyes really easily. So I bought this.
And then the rest is just kind of your kit, right?
Yeah. The other stuff, tweezers. Use 2 little tweezers to like work with everything.
Right on.
Little like mister thing, some brushes, tape.
Right on.
Yeah.
So, would you say you enjoy doing that? Like, is it kind of a fun time for you?
Yeah, I get to meet a lot of new people. At first, I thought it was only going to be like my friends who were giving me business, but because I don't have my own shop, like people can't walk in and just get something done. Like they have to know where I live and reach out to me. Yeah. And so I just started posting it on my Instagram, but now I just meet like, my friends tell their friends, and now I do like people at work, and people will come to me and they're like, I saw this girl on another floor and they gave me your number. And I'm like, who are you talking about? I don't know who you're talking. So it's grown to like, I say strangers, but it's like my friends' friends who I still like trust and don't think it's totally someone random that will hurt me at my house. But yeah, it's grown a lot.
That's super cool.
Yeah.
Wow, just did it and where it came. That's awesome.
Yep.
That's awesome. Right on. Well, that's this last one. I know that there's maybe a glare here showing it, so let's maybe pick it up and show the other camera. But what is this? This is a picture frame. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
this is my boyfriend, me, and our dog. We just got a chocolate lab in the middle of COVID. Pretty much right when we went on shutdown. But my boyfriend, we've been dating for 3.5 years now.
It's been that long?
Yeah,
that's crazy.
I know. And he's pretty much been with me through like all of nursing school. We're long distance now, but we just got our little baby. He was with it. Like we were here in Temple together when we got him, but he takes care of him in Burleson now.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, he's our first little like thing, like big commitment that we have together. So it's exciting.
That is cool.
Yes.
What,
it makes me excited for more puppies in a family.
Yeah,
one
that's
day.
so cool.
Preparing.
How did y'all meet? How did you? Because I've never really heard that.
Yeah. So my cousin, his name's Martin. He used to go to UMHB, and I actually didn't even know like really he existed because my mom's family. My mom's side of the family is Hispanic, so we've got a lot of cousins that I like never have met. So when I started going to UMHB, she, I guess, saw on her Facebook page that her like second cousin or someone's son was also going to UMHB, and he's my age, and she was like, y'all should meet up, like y'all need to know each other because y'all go to the same school. And so we met up, and we're like best friends now. But he joined the military, and so he left after I think the first semester or year of school. But he was friends with Seth like their freshman year, and so then after his year and being in boot camp and stuff, when he finally got a break, he would come and see his friends at UMHB. Like he would see his friends, and then he would go back home for a little bit, and then he would come see me, and then go back home for a little bit. So one time he had seen his friends the time before, and then when he came to see me, he was like, I really want to take my friends out to get some food or something because they let me crash on their couch like for a weekend, and I kind of had to leave real fast. And so he was like, do you want to come with us? Because I'm really here to see you. I don't want to just like leave you in your apartment because I'm here to see you. So I was like, sure. So we all went to BJ's, and Seth was there. And so we we just started like talking and then we kept seeing each other on campus. So and then we just started hanging out a lot, and it was just pretty much like
he kind of played matchmaker indirectly a little bit.
Yeah, and everyone just like thought we were dating, and we were like, are we dating? And we were like, we're pretty much dating, and it just happened.
That's super cool. Now you guys got a puppy?
Yeah, best friends. Yes.
That's so cool.
Yes, he's always had a chocolate lab, so that was like his thing he had to have. Like first dog we had to be a chocolate lab. So I was like, okay.
Well, you guys got it.
Yeah.
Doing it. That's so cool. Jackie, thanks for coming down and explaining to everybody everything.
Yes.
Yeah. So people, thank you guys for tuning in. This is Jackie Witt. If you have questions about nursing or just want to thank a nurse, thank her. If you're out there and you need lashes done, we'll tag the account so you can get at her for that.
DMs are always open.
Yeah, and bummed out Seth couldn't make it in the pup, but
I know.
But
he's so big now.
We'll make sure. And Seth, checking this out, man. Congrats on the puppy, cute puppy. Right on, Jackie. Thanks again for doing this. Thank you guys for tuning in. We'll see you next time.